Hello, everyone. This is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. In order for people to trust you in business, they have to like you first. No one can trust you unless they have a chance to get to know you. Anyone wanting to get to know you, they have to like you first. In the business world today, in the sales world today, remember, likability always comes before trustability. I want you to think about the restaurant that you consistently go to every single week. Was it because of the food? Was it because of the service? Or was it because that one individual, that special waitress, every time when you walk into the restaurant, she gives you the biggest greeting and that magnificent smile on her face? Think about the last car that you purchased. Was it simply because of the car, or was it because that salesperson's magnetic personality, or the house you bought, or whatever? I can assure you, most of the time, it's because you like that person first. Then you give that individual the chance to explain their services and their products. So today, I want to share with you all, as an entrepreneur, how do you make great impressions and become more likable? Point number one, give a natural and easy connecting opener. Most people, they don't like salespeople. They are intimidated when a stranger approaches them. So here's a scenario. You walk up to somebody right now, you don't know about them, you don't know who they are, and you simply walk up and use the boring, old-style type of opener, such as, "Hello, what's your name? My name is." Boring. You know what? When you say something like that, guess what's going to happen? That individual will immediately, most likely, will put a fence right in front of them, because in their mind, they're thinking, what are you trying to sell me? What are you trying to do? Do I really know you? And immediately, whatever you say after that opener, they might not even listen to it. I have been in the sales business, people business, for over 20 years already. I have tried different openers, okay? Some worked, some didn't work so well. So let me share with you, after 20 years, what I believe works for most of the people. You need to use something very easy and very simple. 3 words that I use all the time, and those 3 words are, "Hey, what's up?" If you want it to be a little bit more formal, use, "Hey, what's going on?" That's it. See, when I'm bumping into people, I go to an event, wherever I go, when I see people, I simply say, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on?" When you say that, those people sometimes, they stutter a little bit because they really think that you actually know them. And then after I said those 3 words, you know what I say? "Well, in fact, you don't know me." All right? And the reason why I'm at this event is because, boom, conversation start. Because those 3 words are intimidating, it's very natural, very easy, and you can catch attention right away. Point number 2, ask questions and truly show your interest. Understand, 90% of the people in this world today love to talk about themselves. You need to become the other 10%. If you can get the person in front of you talking about mostly about themselves, they will start to like you. Guarantee. If that person is a real estate agent, for example, talk about their business. You know, if that individual is a family man, talk about their family. If that person is in love and passionate about sport, talk about sport. Ask questions such as, how long have you been in the real estate business? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? If I'm a client right now and plan to purchase a $1.5 million house right now with the current market condition, where would you recommend me to purchase my house at? And why would that be your recommendation? If you can get that individual talk about their career, their family, their interest, they will start to like you. Point number 3, have a sense of humor. You know that one guy all the girls like? You know what I'm talking about? Why do you think all the girls like that one guy? Because that one guy got a sense of humor, in a sense where he can make all the girls laugh and make all the girls feel extremely special and good. Now, remember, having a sense of humor is different than making fun of people and putting others down. Understand the difference. In my last 20 years in the business, I have met few clowns and jerks where they simply joking about everything and putting other people down. I'm not talking about those people, okay? I'm talking about you simply being relaxed and laugh about your own mistakes, laugh about your own stories, and able to connect with other people and making people at ease. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you understand the difference between you being a clown and have a sense of humor. There's a fine line between that. Boom. Pointer number 4, stick to your own style. You know, when I came to the United States in 1986, I stayed in Maryland, the Washington metropolitan area. Every time when you open a Chinese newspaper, there's always that one realtor that pops up in my mind until today. And that one realtor is actually the #1 realtor back then, 20 some odd years ago, the #1 producer in the metropolitan area. And I remember his style is that every time when he goes to sell a house or help a customer, he always wear this special hat. And 3 years later in 1989, when my father and mother purchased our first house, we actually purchased from this one agent, the same agent who wore that hat for many years. We purchased the house from him. I can tell you the reason why we bought it from him was not simply because of his experience, because his unique style actually popped up among all of the other realtors. So what is your unique style? You know, you have to stick with what works for you. What is your style? Some people it's their voice, right? Some people is their clothing. You know, my #1 producer in my company, the #1 earner in my company is a female. She loves colorful clothing. That's her style. When people look at bright color, it just simply reminds that's her. It could be your hairstyle, right? You know, my hairstyle right here, this is a JW hairstyle. I stuck to this hairstyle for 20 years. You know, when people look at my hairstyle, that's JW. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line of the bottom line is that stick to your own style. Don't try to be somebody else that you don't feel comfortable, right? Stick with your own style. Stick with your own content. Stick with your clothing that make you feel comfortable, whatever that might be. Point number 5, constantly share your story to connect with other people. People love authentic, real story. If you are a struggle entrepreneur, talk about your struggle and how you eventually rise up. If you are a single mother with 3 kids, talk about your background, how you raise up 3 kids and still able to build your business along the way. I've been producing a lot of content for the last few years already. For a lot of you who's been following my content, you know, I don't make a single dime out of this. The only reason why I'm producing contents after contents after contents is very simple, because I know there are a lot of struggling entrepreneurs in this world today. And if there's somebody in Vietnam, somebody in China, somebody is in Philippines, somebody in the United States, and I never met them, and because of one piece of my content had, you know, stretched their vision, give them hope, and somehow, somewhat, they stuck to the darkest moment of their business career and they're able to rise up eventually, and they will leave me a private message one day and say, you know what, because of one of your message, I'm able to, you know, bounce back as an entrepreneur, and now I'm able to make 6-digit figure income. Or maybe one day somebody can leave me a message and say, you know what, because of your contents, I'm able to make 7-digit income this year. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And everything that you guys watching me so far, what do? I'm simply telling you my stories. I'm not trying to change you. I'm not trying to force anybody to do something they don't want to do. I'm simply using my stories and authentic stories to connect with my audience. Point number 6, details, details, and details. Make sure you attend to details if you want to be more likable and if you want to make great impressions. Remember people's name. You'll be amazed how many times people come up to me and say, how do you even remember my name? You met so many people every single day. You're doing so many presentations. There are so many people around you. Remember, whatever matters to you, you do it. Anything you pay attention to, it expands. I try my very, very, very best to always remember people's name, because remembering people's name is a special gift. If you can remember the other person's name, I tell you that right now, they already like you 70% already. Remember people's birthday. What do they like? So always spend a lot of time attentive to those small details, because small details make a big difference in people's perception about you, who you are as a person, who you are as an entrepreneur. Point number 7, always give authentic compliments. Most people are underappreciated, undervalued. Nobody give a crap about them. It is up to you to make them special. You know, I'm not asking you to go out and giving fake compliments, something that's not real. I'm not saying about that. There are certain people that you shouldn't be giving compliments to. I'm not talking about those people. But majority of the people who can provide value, who has great service, who work hard, who is sincerely a good human being, find the goodness in them. Compliment them. I challenge you to give 2 sincere, authentic compliments to 2 different people every single day from now on. You'll be amazed how many great people will be attracted to your personality. The last pointer, which is the most important one to me, is provide value to others for free. All right? If you want to be likable, if you want to make great impressions, give out your time. All right? If you don't have money, no problem. Give out your time to help other people. All right? Provide time. Or maybe provide contents like what I'm doing. All right? And try to help people with your experience. It could be your experience that people want to learn from. Maybe your knowledge, you know, the books you read. Recommend people, hey, this is the books I read, and you know, this is a good book for you in the real estate business. This is a book that I read to help you to raise up better kids. And ultimately, if you make a lot of money one day, give out your money, right? Charity, foundations. Provide value for other people, because when you provide value, you'll get leverage for life. Guys, I hope my 8 pointers have given you some advice on how to make great impressions as an entrepreneur. Remember, if you want people to do business with you and trust you one day, they have to like you first, man. They have to like you first. Use those 8 pointers. I promise you, there will be a lot more people like you, and you will attract a lot of good people in your life. All right, guys, with that being said, I want to see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.